Okay, in this video we will be discussing about the NFS. NFS stands for Network File Sharing. So first of all, we will discuss the concept behind that, and we will then move into how we can exploit that. As you might know, there are many different ways for privilege escalation on Linux. This is one of it. So we will be understanding this from the very basics, and then we will also do the practical of that. So let's get started. So you see right here, I have made this node, and to make it easier for you and directly starting the NFS, I want you to understand a little bit about how we can share file on Windows. So once you understand that, it will be a bit easier for you. So right here you see I have opened this directory, and what I'm gonna do is I will be sharing this folder over my local network. So when you want to share a file or a folder on a local network, what you will do is right click on the folder or a file that you want to share, and then click on the properties, and then right here you see the sharing tab. Just click on that, and then we will be moving into, there basically are two different options. One is the share and another is the advanced sharing option. So first of all, we will click on that, and here we will specify who we are sharing the specific file with or a local network. If you add a specific username, they will only be able to find the shared file that you want to share. And if you add the everyone instead of a specific user, everyone on the local network will be able to access the specific file you are sharing. So I'm just gonna share the file with everyone right now. You see right here we don't have the everyone, so all I'm going to do is type everyone and then click the add. Okay, the everyone is added in the list, and now it's up to you what kind of permission you want to give. Do you want to give just read permission or write permission as well? So I'm just going with that. Okay, so I will click on that, and then I will click on the share. Okay, we are done. Now let's move to the second option, which is the advanced sharing. Here we will do a bit more step. We will have to enable this option. Once we enable that, the file will be able, the another person or the other devices will be able to access this folder on their machines. So I'm just going to click that, and this is the file name that they will be seeing. Okay, and then let's click on the permission. Here we will also be managing some of the permission. As you can see right here, I have already added the everyone. Here it just means that everyone will be able to access this file on the network. Okay, so if you don't see the everyone over here, you will just click on this add and just type the everyone over here, and then click on OK. Or if you want to give the permission to a specific user or a group, just type the name of the user or the group. Just one important thing is you need to keep in mind is make sure the user or the group exists on your device, otherwise it will not work. Okay, so now I just added the everyone over here. Now I just want to give the full access to everyone on the network. Now all I have to do is click on the apply, and then okay, and then apply again, okay, and then close. So this file, right, this folder right here is shared with everybody that is connected to my local network. And I have, as you saw, I have given the read and write permission, so they can just read and write to this specific folder. They can even delete these folder and modify even the Python script. So hope you understood how we can share file on Windows or a local network. Now let's go to our guide and start from there. Okay, so it's the same thing right here. I told you we're gonna share a folder. This will be the share folder on our PC. We right click on this and share it the way I show you. And this is another PC, a different PC on the same network. They will be able to see on the file explorer in the network tab. Okay, here it is talking about this network tab right here. So when you click on that, you will be able to see all of the devices they have shared file on the local network. So right now nobody shared the file on my local network, so that's why I cannot see. So you will be able to see the shared folder and file on the network in the file explorer. The friend will be the another person will be able to see my PC name and whatever the computer name is. They will click on that and then they will be able to see the shared folder inside that. And as I told you, they can open the file inside it, and they can also copy the file and also modify or delete the file as well. The folder physically lives on your hard drive. So the folder is on my hard drive on my computer storage, not on theirs, but your friend or the another PC can access it over the local network as if it were on their own machine. So that's the thing, and the NFS is exactly the same thing but for Linux. Okay, so one important thing to understand is the mounting. I don't know if you might know or don't, but mounting is the process or the thing when you are connecting to a shared folder. Like for example, this is my PC. Okay, I shared this folder, and on this machine the another person is trying to access this specific folder that I share from here. So this connecting to this share folder is called mounting on Linux. In Windows we call it a map drive. In Windows basically what happens is that we click on the map drive map network drive option, and it appears as another drive or like a location like these. You see right here we see another one. To do so, as I told you, we will click on the map network drive, and then we can just name it anything and then specify the shared folder. Like for example, I this will be the path of the shared folder that we will get from this network, and then we will then click on the computer the one who shared the file. Okay, and in Linux what happens is that you mount the share folder and it appears as a folder like this is the mount and this is the folder we will get. So it's like saying to create a new drive, a new folder. In Windows we click on this and we then specify what name we want to get, and in Linux we mount the share folder and we get a new folder over here like this. And right here earlier when I was studying about this, I was a bit confused and I had a question. Was this network file sharing related to the local network or internet as well? So this is all about the local network, not that this will not work on the internet. If you want to share a file other than local network, the NFS won't work. You have to use some Google Drive or other cloud-based storage methods. This NFS won't work. This is only for network. So we have got two examples. If you want to read, you can just skip the video and just read it out. Otherwise I have told you this work on the local network, and for the if you want to share the files on the internet, you will use the cloud-based storage stuff. Okay, so now let's understand about the mount. What the mount is. We earlier talk about the mounting, but let's understand the mount. Maybe you are familiar with it, you might know about this, or you might not know, but I want to explain it what this is. In Linux everything is a folder. Your hard drive, your USB stick, your CD DVD drive, they all get attached to the main tree at a specific point. Like this is the root directory and these are other folders. Okay, and this is the user home directory, right? They all get attached to the main folder tree at a specific point. The attachment point is called a mount point and the process is called mounting. So assume this is our file system, main file system. This is the root directory. Okay, and these are other files. This is our home directory in Linux. Okay, and main thing is this, as I said, this is your main system file. It shows all your hard drive. Now if we plug the USB drive into the Linux, let's say I'm running the Linux operating system, and if I plug the USB drive, and Linux won't only show the USB drive like how we get in Windows. Not only we will get like this in Linux the way we get in Windows, but it will also attaches the USB's content to an existing folder. Let's say this mnt/usb. This mnt means the mount. Okay, so this is the directory that we have in our file system. Okay, so when we plug the USB drive, what happens that the Linux attaches the USB to this mount directory, and from here we can also see the USB content. The USB content appears as if it is just a normal folder on your system, like these other files or other folders that we get in our file system. The USB actually show up in the mount directory. We can read and write to them through that folder. and when we remove the USB drive, it will get unmounted, and everything will this mount directory will become empty. Okay, so this is what it is saying. So basically what this is saying is that once we plug the USB drive, not only we get something like this, a new drive in our Linux and Windows, specifically Linux, we get this, and also it attaches the USB content to this mount directory. So if we move to this directory, okay, through terminal, we will be able to see the USB content, not only in the specific drive that USB gave us, but in this one as well. Now the reason I'm explaining it to you, it will make sense it will make sense in a moment. Since a USB is storage device, it will give us this, and as I said, this it will also give us this. But let's discuss about the NFS mounting, why this is related to why it is related to this thing mounting and the reading writing the content of it, and all of this. So NFS mount works exactly the same way, except instead of a USB stick, you are attaching a folder from another machine or a network. So we will not get like this, but let's say this is one machine, this is another machine. I share a folder from this, and I'm getting access to this folder over here on this machine. Now I won't see something like this in Linux and in Windows, but what I will see, actually what Linux will do with that folder is it will attaches that folder to the mount directory. Like this is the folder I shared, okay, and these are the content of the folder. Okay, so I can see the NFS share, the network file share from the target machine from this machine will appear here. Now on our Kali Linux machine, we will create an empty folder anywhere, could be in temporary folder or any folder. You run the mount command, okay. We will be talking about this. We run a command, okay, and point it to the target machine share folder like this. We will point it to this folder, this specific folder, and we will let me tell you with the example. Like this is the temporary folder, okay. I have created a file over here. I have created a folder here. Now I will link the folder that I have created in this directory to this specific folder. What this means is I will access these files, all of the file that is being shared from here in this specific folder that I will be creating. So this is what it is saying. You run the mount command pointing the target machine share folder, and suddenly that empty folder that we will be creating here fills up with the target file, fills up with these files. Okay, we can read them, write to them, delete them, and the changes happen on the target actual hard drive. So whatever we do here also affect the real where the file are actually shared or stored. Now let's discuss about how this all can help us in privilege escalation. So as I said earlier in the start of the video, that there are different methods for privilege escalation. We have almost discussed so many in actually I have made videos on them, you can check out on the channel, and this is another one. We will be talking about how NFS can help us in privilege escalation. So as you might know, whatever we do on Linux, like create a file set permission or literally do any single thing, the Linux basically checks our user ID, and you might already know the user ID for root is 0, and for a normal user it starts from 1000 and so on. Now here is the problem NFS has to solve. You are on your Kali Linux machine, okay. Assume this is our Kali Linux machine, okay, and this is another machine. So let's understand what is the problem. You mount the target's NFS share folder. Yep, that's what I told you. Let's say this is a share folder. We mount it and point it to the temporary folder that or the empty folder that we created. So we will then see the content of these content basically in the folder that we create here. You create a file, the file is being created on the target machine. The file is basically created on the target machine disk. As I said, whatever we create in the folder, it will also be over here then, but the target needs to record who created this file. So basically the target actually needs to have a record like who created the file. So what it says over here is that if you are root on your Kali Linux as attacker machine and root on the target machine as well, we are root user here and here as well. So the target will see the file as created by its own root. So it will see that the file is created by this own root user. So that will be a security nightmare. Someone could just mount the share folder, as I told you. We will just mount it over here, and then mount the share folder as root and do anything, and it will be acting the same way over here as well, since the file is stored on the disk on this machine. Now the NFS has a protection called root squash. What this means is, when if you claim to be a root user ID 0 when connecting to my share, let's say this is the folder I share, okay, and I mount the share folder over here on this device. Even if I am a root on this device, if the root squash protection is enabled, okay, I will show you what this is and how we can set this. If the root squash is enabled on the share folder, and if I mount the folder share folder over here, what it's gonna do is, even if you claim to be root on this machine, when connecting to my share folder, this guy's share folder over here, I will treat you as a low privilege user. So this machine will be treated as a low privilege user, even if this is a root user, and that low privilege user will be called NFS nobody instead. Simply it means I don't trust the external root. So we are Kali, we are a root user, we connect to the NFS share folder, and this root squash is active on the target, and which means I don't trust on the external root, okay. The external root means on this machine. So this machine will basically be treated as NFS nobody instead, and NFS nobody is a low privilege user. So it means whatever file we created, it will be created as low privilege user. So that is the all for protection, okay. And there is another thing, the no root squash. The another above one was root squash, and this one is no root squash. So if you see somewhere this, it means this protection is off, okay. So if you, what this means is, if you claim to be root, I will trust you completely, you are root on my share too. So this means that this machine share a folder, we access it on this machine, and we are a Linux, we are a root user on this machine, and we mount that share folder over here. If you see the no root squash in the share folder over here, the root over here that we have on this machine will be treated as root on this machine as well. So we are this Kali Linux, we are a root user, we connect to this share folder on this machine, and the no root squash is active, that which means that this root user will be treated as the actual root on this machine. So let's read this out. And when a share folder has no root squash and is writable, the folder that is being shared from here is also writable, that we access from here. If we can write to the share folder and also has the no root squash option or permission enabled, what we can do is, we will mount the share folder on our Kali machine as root. We will create a file on this machine as root, okay, in the share folder, and the target machine will also see the file that we created here, also created as root. Now once we create this file as root, we will then enable the SUID as root. So whenever we run the file, even with normal permission, normal user permission, it will run with the admin. So we created the file as root, we then enable the SUID, okay. This machine also see the same. So we created this over here as root, enable the SUID. Now on this machine, this file will also have the author of that file will also be root, okay, and will have the SUID enabled. So if we can run that as a file, it will execute as root. So once we run that file, it will give us the root shell or whatever we want. Now what we will be doing is, we will be finding out the share folder on the victim machine on this machine, okay. We will find out if the no root squash is enabled or any share folder and has the and has the right permission or no. So we'll be actually running this command to find out the folder that is being shared over a network. So this is where all of the this file is basically the NFS configuration file. So we will be seeing the content of this and this is the lab we will be using. This is the vulnerable lab for the NFS specifically. Okay, so first of all I'm just going to type the bash to get the bash shell and then type the clear, and I hope you can see the screen actually. So okay, so now I'm just gonna type the cat command and then etc/export, because this is the NFS configuration file that I have told you. Now let's press enter and see all of the share folder. Number one, we have this share folder. Okay, and these are some of the permission that we'll be seeing, and then this is another share folder, this is another, and a bunch more. So let's see how we will read the output that we will get from this. So assume we type the cat /etc/export. okay, this is, as I said, is a NFS configuration file, and every line is one shared folder. This is one shared folder, this is another, this is another. Now first of all let's understand, okay, what these things mean, and then I will let you know which one will be our target specifically. So this, as I said, one line is a specific folder being shared, and when you click right here, as I show you in Windows how we can share the files. Here we will specify the path, full path of the folder to share. If we want to share the folders, we'll specify the full path of the folder or a file, and then do these permission. So this is the folder that we are trying to share or a network, and the first static you see right here, what this means is who is allowed to access this specific folder. So this static means anyone from any IP address can access to this folder. If you see a specific IP instead of the static, it means only some specific IP addresses can access to these share folder. Okay, but now we see the static, it means anyone is allowed to access this folder from any IP. Next we have this R and W. This mean read and write access. If you only see the R, it means you can only read, and if you see only W, it means you can only write to this. But if you see both, it means you can read and write to this shared folder. So whoever connect to this folder from any IP will be able to read and write to this folder. This is what it means. Okay, and then we have the sync thing. Okay, this is not very important for us. And then we have the insecure means that allow connection from ports higher than 1024. These are the ports number. These are high priority ports, and only a root user can access to these. You see right here, normally only root can use these ports below this number. But if you include this insecure, it means what this means is, this just means the client does not need to be a root to connect. So the normal user, the low privilege user, will be able to connect to any ports other than these, like the above ports, higher ports than this. So a regular user will also be able to connect to this directory. Okay, and then we have this specific no root squash, that what I was explaining you about. What this means is, this is the dangerous one. A root on the connecting machine is treated as root on this share machine. So hope you understand what this means. We share a folder from this machine, got access to the share folder on here, and we are a root user here. So that root here that we have on this machine, well, that root guy will also be treated the root over here. Okay, if we create a file as root here, it will also be treated that specific file that we created over here will also be treated as root on this machine as well. This is what it means. And then we have this no subtree check, not very important to us. All we need is this static. Okay, because we want to get connection from any IP to this shared folder. And then the read and write permission, specifically the write permission, we don't care about the read permission. So this is static, this write permission, and this no root squash. If we have all of these three things, only we will be able to use this NFS will exploit method, the privilege escalation that we are discussing. If you don't have any of these, this attack won't work. You have to actually move to another privilege escalation method. Okay, so you see right here you need two specific option. One is I think we have to have this option as well as static, because if it has some specific IP, only some specific IP will be able to connect to this. So personally I think this static also needs to be here. So one is the static, another is the write permission, okay, and another is this squash. So now let's look at the result that we got from here. This home, this directory that is being shared has this static, anyone can access to this as well, this as well. All three has the read write permission, okay. And then let's look, the unsecure is also there in all of these, and then the no root squash is there, also there, but not here. So we got two options but not the third one. So this won't work for us. We have to focus on any of these two, because both has these three condition. Like both of these share folder can satisfy those three conditions: the static, the write permission, and the no root squash. So if we go back to this machine and now read the output, this is one share folder, this is another, this is another, this is another, this is another, this is another. So for this we don't see the static and the no root squash. We will ignore this. Same is the case for this as well, but for this /home/backup we see the static, read write, also the no root squash as well, okay. And same is the case for this tmp directory as well. Both satisfy those three conditions. Now we got those two shared folder, okay, that we can actually use to get the admin privileges, root privileges. Now what we will be doing is we will go to our Kali Linux machine. This is the vulnerable machine. We will actually be going to our Kali Linux machine, okay, and we will run this show mount and this flag and the target IP machine. This show mount means a tool specifically for NFS queries, what is being shared. So this will help us to find out what is being shared, the shared folder. Then we will type the -e. It will show the export list. Export list mean all of these the configuration file basically shows the configuration file NFS, and then we will specify the target IP. This is this machine IP. Will specify that the IP of this is this. We will be copying this, and we will see if we get the same result over there on our Kali Linux or no. Since it shows this static, we will be able to connect to this share folder. I told you what this means. Anyone from any IP can access to this share folder. Okay, so we are on our Kali Linux machine now. I'm just gonna open the terminal and I will use the unmount. Was that unmount or something else? No, it was show mount. So show mount and then the -e and then the target IP. What was the target IP? So it is 10.113.163.184. Okay, so it is saying that use the full path of the show mount tool. So I'm just gonna use the sbin show mount, okay, and then the -e and then the same IP 10.113.163.184. so perfect. We see the another one folder that is share folder, another is tmp, another is backup. So we saw both of these, okay, and the home shared folder were also there, I guess. Let me check. We saw both of these, but I don't know. I need to recheck if it was there or no. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this again, bash clear, and then cat etc/exports. It is etc/exports. Okay, so where is the home folder? Yep, so there is 3 directory. I think I skipped this one. So we have one the backup directory, another is tmp, another is the share folder, and all of these 3 satisfy the 3 condition that we talk about. Okay, so we got 3 of them in our Kali Linux machine. Okay, now what we will be doing is we will create an empty folder, okay, anywhere. It's up to you on our Kali Linux machine. Okay, since that folder that we will create will be empty, we will point it towards the shared folders. Okay, so once we point it to the shared folder, that empty folder will contains the shared file. Okay, then so I'm just gonna create the folder with the NFS mount, or I will just copy this and then come over here and ls, and then let me just move to the download folder. Okay, I'm here now and it is empty. Let's create a new folder. Okay, basically it created the folder on the tmp directory, so I'm just gonna move to tmp instead. Now let's do this, and you see right here we have this folder over here. Now let me do the cd and nfs like this. Perfect. Let's do the ls. You can see right here it is empty. Now it's time to point the share folder on the machine that has shared the folder to this empty folder. So for this we will use the mount, and then mount is the command that attaches file system. Okay, that I talked about earlier, the file system and stuff over here. Let me show you this right here. Okay, so it will attach the share folder in the file system with the t nfs means the type. We are setting the type to NFS network file sharing, and then we will specify the target IP. We also know that, and then we will specify what exactly to mount, like which specific folder you are trying to mount out with the target machine. So we will I think go with this backup one. So I'm just gonna copy it from here and then go here, and let's write the IP here since the rest is done. The IP was let me look at it again, 10.113.163.184. Okay, so it is done. Now let's click on this enter, and let's type the ls. Okay, so I did not get anything. I tapped this command and I typed the ls, but I did not get anything. So what I'm gonna do is, basically there were like the troubleshooting command that if thing goes wrong we will instead use these commands. So this is the same command. Okay, and let me copy this command. This is another one, and let's do this. Type like just put the IP over here. These basically I think uses other version specifying NFS versions explicitly. Okay, this is another version, this is another. So let's try the version 3. Let me type the IP which is 10.113 and then 163.184. okay, I think I did something. Let's type the ls and move to the cd nfs like this and type the ls. So basically this version 3 command did work, and this one I tried the version 2 as well. It did not work, but this one worked. Now I think misunderstood it, or what. I thought I will be getting the /home/backup folders inside this nfs -mount folder. So right here I was trying to see if I got this folder or no, but actually something I was expecting that I will get the home folder and also the backup folder in this mount folder, okay, that I created. But what actually in actual happens that when you run that command that I type the UC this command, what will happen is that this folder will become the /home/backup folder. Whatever files are in /home/backup folder, it will directly come here. So I think this is by default empty in the machine, in the vulnerable machine. So that is why we are not seeing any file. So I got that this folder basically became that folder now, and whatever I create here it will be stored over here. So okay, we got this. Now what we need is, since we mounted it towards here, pointed it towards here, now what we're gonna do is let's go above and we'll be now creating the malicious C program. Okay, so I'm just gonna create this shell.c file and then store it in this, and then we will compile this. What this code gonna do is basically it will create a child process with the set gid 0 and also the uid 0, and then it will give us the base shell. Base shell that will have 0 user id and group id. It means it will give us a root shell. Okay, so I'm just going to type this nano and then shell.c. okay, this is the file, and let's paste this and save it by pressing Ctrl X and then Y and then press enter. Let's verify if we got the content here or no. Shell.c by typing the get shell.c. Perfect, we are seeing the content. Now we're gonna compile this C program. So to compile that, what you will do is you will use the GCC compiler, and then we will specify the file C file we are compiling, and then we will give the output name. So -o mean the output name, and then we are just giving the output name as shell, and this wo mean it will we put it directly in the NFS mount folder. So it will kind of auto put the shell for file in the target this guy machine as well that share the file. So I'm just gonna copy this from here, okay, and let's go here and let's verify this. So I think this is fine, but let me just remove the full path since we are already in this folder. So I don't need it won't affect, but I think yep. So let's press enter, okay, and hopefully we will get the shell file over here. Perfect, we have got the shell file. And another thing we will be doing is, I told you earlier, I don't know if you understood that or no, we created this file now with the root privileges, okay. If I type the ls/lah, you will be able to see the owner of this file is root, but we need to enable the SUID a bit on this file. So even when a normal user execute this, it will execute as root. So for that, I'm just gonna type the chmod u+s, okay, and then specify the file name. So now let's do the ls-lah, and you see right here we have enabled the SUID. And one more thing is that let's give access, read, write, execute permission to every single one, not just the owner but the group and the other as well. So I'm just gonna type the chmod 777. This means read, write access to the user who own the file, to the group of the file, and also the other people, the everyone. So this means that, and let's specify the file. Now let's do the ls/lah, and we'll be able to see that everyone can now read, write, and execute the shell file. Okay, now what since we enable the SUID over here, okay, and basically what we'll need is just go to the another machine. We'll see the shell file over there, we will run that, and it will give us the root. Okay, so I'm on the machine now, and let me type the bash again and clear, and let's do the ls. Since the file were in the home directory, so I'm just gonna move to the home. Now let me type ls. It was in the backup folder, so now let me go to the backup folder, okay, or let's just directly execute the file from here. Okay, so backup and slash the file name or shell. Okay, we got a problem. This basically this folder, we cannot access to this folder, we don't have the permission, so therefore we cannot run this file. If you remember, we also had the temporary directory. Let me type the cat/etc/exports. You will be able to see that again. So this is the temporary folder. Okay, let's see if we can write to this folder or this folder. So by doing this, let me check by typing echo test, okay, and test or text, whatever, does not matter. And let's store this with tmp/test.txt. okay, if this give us error, it means we cannot write to that. Okay, it got saved over here. Now let's check if we can write to this folder or no. So I'm just gonna do the same. I will have to retype this echo text, and then this, and then home/ubuntu and /shared folder /txt, no, test.txt. okay, so we will be only targeting the tmp directory since we also cannot write to this. Okay, so what I will need is I will point the empty directory that we created to the tmp folder instead, and then put the malicious file. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I think I lost the compiled file, they compiled a malicious binary. I'm just gonna compile it again. So it was the shell.c file was in this folder. Okay, tmp/nfs/mount/shell.c. okay, and then I want the output here as shell, and then the -w. so if I type ls, we'll see the shell. Now I need to first of all enable the SUID, and after that we will create another folder in the tmp folder directory, and then point it to the tmp directly in the vulnerable machine. So I'm just gonna do the chmod 777 so that everyone can read, write, execute to the shell file, and also chmod u plus s and then the shell. This will enable the SUID as root. Okay, ls let's confirm, read, write, execute. Everybody can do this, and also the SUID is enabled. Now we need to move to the cd tmp and then make dir and then NFS. Let's just call it only NFS, or yep, NFS would be good. So we created the NFS folder over here. You see, I'm just gonna delete the NFS mount one because we want, okay, whatever. So we will just point the temp directory to here. To do so, I'm just gonna copy that command again from here. We use previously we used this version 3.1, so it did work. I'm just gonna use it again. So basically we need to change, we are pointing it to this NFS empty folder that we created here, and then not this shared folder. Instead we want to point the tmp folder. Okay, this is what we can write to or read to. Now let's specify the target IP, which is right here, 10.113 and 163, yep, and 184. Perfect. So we are done. Okay, now we need to copy the shell file that we created in this folder right here, this one. So it was in root, the full path of that was root download. Okay, this is the full path download, and then copy it to where, to the tmp/nfs. Okay, let's move to the download. Okay, now we are here. Now let's just move it to the temp folder, the NFS folder that we created. So I'm just gonna use the move. Okay, move what? Move the shell file to where? To the tmp/nfs. Hopefully that file will be moved successfully there. Now let me just check. Yep, oh, we do see the file over here that is moved here. So I'm just going to the machine again and see if we can, if the file is there or no, and if we can access to that and execute that or no. So first of all bash and then clear and then cd to temp. Okay, and let's do the ls. Okay, we see the shell file that we created over there. Now let's see what permission does it has. So where is the bash file? Let's find it out. No, the shell file. So the owner of that is root. Yep, and the SUID is also enabled. Let's just execute this shell file. Okay, we got this error. This is the compilation error. We actually compiled it with the wrong command. So I'm just gonna go back here and instead use this command. This was for newer version. Okay, and this is for the older version. So let's now run this. That has the static flag. I should have used earlier this. Since we are here, let's type the ls. Okay, where is that shell.c file? I think I've deleted that, or no, it is, I think, right there in the tmp nfs mount. Okay, so I'm just gonna paste this command, and okay, so this is that, and let's just, I will want the shell file in the NFS folder. Okay, it is already there, but I want this one. Okay, so now let's just move to the cd tmp cd then NFS. Okay, we are here now. Let's just type the ls and see what if it has the SUID enabled or no. Where is the shell file? This is it, and we want to enable the SUID as well as the since the execute is enabled as everyone, so we don't actually need to give the read, write, execute permission to everyone. So I'm just gonna add the chmod and u plus this s and shell. Okay, let's have the lslh and see the SUID is enabled now on this file. Now let's move back to that machine and try to execute that shell program, and hopefully we'll get the root access. So clear and then cd tmp like this ls, and we see the shell file again. Now let's confirm if it has the SUID enabled or no by typing the lsla, and it has the SUID enabled. Now let's see if we can get the previous error or no by executing that. Hopefully we don't get, but let's just see. Okay, perfect, we got the root. Yeah, we did not also get the error. If I type the id command, our user ID is 0, our group id is also 0. Since we got the root, we will now we can do anything we want. It just means we have compromised this and got the highest privileges on this Linux machine using the NFS exploitation. Okay, so now let's just find this flag 7 content by typing the flag find and then in the root directory. Okay, and then let's specify the file name by typing the name and then flag7.txt, and let's do the 2 greater sign. I don't know if we call it like I know this is called greater sign, but here if it is called greater sign or greater than sign or something else. But let's just move to dev/null like this, and okay, it is right there. I'm just gonna type the cat/home/main flag7.txt. Perfect, we got the flag content. Let's just enter it right here, thm89384012. Perfect, now let's click on this as well. Okay, I don't know if you can see that file, that flag or no. Let me just move it like this. So that was the question. Okay, and I found this flag, enter it here, and now this was just empty question. I just click on the correct one, and we will be now finding these two as well. So what this first is, how many mountable shares can you identify on the target system? So for that, I'm just going to type the cat etc and exports. So what this means, how many mountable shares is it? 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Yep, these are the 3 ones. And what this says here is that how many shares the share folder, the share directory have the no root cache option enabled. So one is this, 1, 2, 3. So I think 3. Let's see. Perfect, we also got this, and we are done with this NFS exploitation. Okay, so I forgot to summarize it. I have made the summary. I like understood it first of all myself and then explained it to Claude, and Claude gave me a kind of cheat sheet. So let's understand the summary. It will be quick. Okay, so the step one we have is to get the initial access. Does not matter what method you're gonna use, but all you need is the initial access. Okay, and in step two what you will do is you will just find out the NFS configuration, like what folders or file are being shared by typing the cat/etc/exports command. And then we discuss about the 3 condition that it must satisfy. One is the read write, okay, another is the no root cache, and another is the asterisk, so that anyone from any IP can be connected to the shared folder. Another thing is the step 3 is we then go to our Kali Linux machine, okay, and we then try to access or connect to or mount the share folder to our empty folder. After that, what will happen is that we will be accessing the same folder that is being shared from 2 machines simultaneously. In step 4 we abuse the no root cache. So we are on our Kali Linux machine, and since it is our own machine, we completely own it. We are a root user on it. We create a C binary C program and then we compile it. Okay, once we compile it, we then got a file, and after that we enable the SUID on it as root. So whenever someone executes it, even as a normal user, it will execute as root. And because of this, no root cache is active or is on the shared folder victim machine trust our root. So we then went back to the victim machine, and with the low privilege user we ran the binary, okay, the binary that has the SUID, and the owner of that was the root. And after that we got the root shell. So that is the whole summary of all this attack. If you have any question, let me know in the comments. I will make sure to answer you. See you soon in the next video.